Have you ever had clients tell you that they love working with you, but then they go radio silent when you ask for testimonial? I've been there. My all-time record asking someone to write me a review, 20, 20 back and forth emails. Why is it so hard? A couple of years ago, it finally dawned on me. I was the one who was making it hard for me and for them. I figured out a better way. And by the end of today's episode, you'll finally understand why asking for testimonials over email just doesn't work. And you'll come away with a fresh new process, one that's helped me get more than 65 five-star reviews. And more importantly, what's brought me raving fans and repeat business from people I love to keep working with. Sound good? Let's do it. Welcome to the Establish Yourself podcast, the show that helps coaches and consultants get clear on how to talk about what you do, simplify your offers, and have more fun in your business and beyond. I'm Annie Franceschi, brand strategist, author, former Disney storyteller, and forever Muppet fan. I'm here to help you clarify your message, package your expertise, and streamline your systems to grow a business you actually enjoy. If you're ready for less confusion and more magic, it's time to establish yourself. Early on in my business, I hit that all-time record, asking that one client to write a review for me. 20 emails. I was so determined to get that testimonial because I knew I had done great work and gotten them great results. But every time I'd send a follow-up and say, yeah, I'll get to it, I'm interested in it, I just kept getting this version of, I'm so busy right now, I'll get to it soon. It went on for months. And I realized that I was torturing this person. They loved working with me, but clearly they did not want to sit down and take the time to craft the perfect review. That's when it finally hit me. For me, most of my clients, they hire me to do writing. They're busy business owners. Writing is not their strong suit. So it was actually a lot to ask when I would say, hey, can you write a few words about your experience and email it back to me? It finally occurred to me to ask the question, how can I make this easier for people, especially people who don't like to write or don't have time to do it? The answer hit me like a ton of bricks. Interview them. That changed everything. Instead of asking them to write, I started inviting each of my clients to an end of engagement meeting. I would interview them, record what they shared, and type it up. I'd take their top 3 to 4 sentences and provide that back as a quick summary they can post as a review. Just like that, a cumbersome ask that clients never wanted to do became a moment of magic for customer service, a chance to answer questions, provide value, ensure that they had had an incredible client experience. Overnight, reviews got posted because I'd made it easy. And the best part, they were my clients' words. My clients felt heard, valued, and were more excited than ever to authentically share what it was like to work with me. Little did I know the incredible power a simple 15-minute client interview would bring to my business. Not only have these led to 30 LinkedIn recommendations, close to 40 five-star reviews on Google, close to 30 five-star reviews on Facebook, they have shaped the growth of my business exponentially, especially around authentic, lasting relationships. Here's what all of this taught me. I needed to make 3 big shifts to completely change how I approach testimonials. Let's break it down and talk about how these work and why they're valuable. The first shift I want to encourage you to make is don't burden clients with homework. When you ask someone to write a testimonial by email, what you're really doing is giving them a creative writing assignment. And most people either can't or don't do that very well. I'll give you an example. My incredible book editor asked me for a testimonial when we finished our project. Now, I absolutely adore working with her. I will give her a glowing review, but she asked it via email. And when something hit my inbox and it was a task and I am a writer, I still put that off for months. Now, I get how valuable reviews are, and I love this person so much that I've worked with them twice. I've referred them to tons of people, but it got delayed by months because I am super busy, and finding time to do a project like that when I have a bunch of other projects on my plate. Yeah. If we had included a meeting in our work together to edit my second book, something like a book wrap up meeting, to have this conversation live, I would have given her a raving testimonial so fast you wouldn't have believed it. I totally get the value of reviews, but human nature is human nature. So, what is the quick win here for you? Next time that you want a testimonial from someone you love working with, I would encourage you to invite that person to a 15-minute call instead of asking them to share their experience by email. I would strongly recommend that you build this into your engagements, whether they're ongoing or they are more of a project, but having some sort of a wrap up call already a part of your process is huge. It will transform how you run your offers, how you show up for your clients, even how you message what you do. They are just so much more efficient because it makes it so much easier to talk about your experience than to write about it. It doesn't feel like homework. Which brings me to the second shift. Valuable testimonials will come from talking, not emailing. When people talk about their experience with you live, they're going to share details, emotions, specific examples that they would never include in a written testimonial. I worked with a consultant once, and at the end of our experience, she emailed me asking me to answer 10 questions about what it was like to work with her and to give her feedback. And quite honestly, my experience with this person was very mixed, and this didn't do anything to help that. So I really wish that instead of sending the email, she had just simply said, "Hey, I know we had some bumps in the road. Would you be open to a quick call?" In 15 minutes, we could have really had a great way to come together to repair that relationship. But instead, I ended up spending hours on the reply and we go back and forth. And I felt very much not understood or heard. And it just didn't do anything to build the relationship. So I just want to encourage you to take this opportunity to not just be getting testimonials, but to really be deepening relationships and having dialogues. Something that I have learned over the decade plus I've been in business. Unhappy clients are unhappy whether or not you talk to them. So it's always, always, always a good idea to do that. I talk about this in the book, Establish Yourself, but I have been on the receiving end of this, working with a client, asking what I could do better. And they told me they would hesitate to recommend me. My heart sort of fell into my shoes. But what ensued was a great conversation where I actually got to listen to their perspective. I got to offer opportunities to make it right, opportunities for us to move forward, simply because of that 15-minute call where I was the consultant. We were able to strengthen our relationship, grow a greater understanding, both feel heard and listened to. And that person went on to become a great referral partner for me, sending me the right fit clients because we came together. It's also a great way to celebrate the work you do. Not every client's gonna have an issue. In fact, it's very rare for me, but this gives you the peace of mind that you've had the conversation, but you're also really gonna hear the word choices people use to talk about what you do. I have often said that hearing people talk about what I do back to me has helped me make clearer, better choices for my messaging. For many years, I thought, oh, people work with me because it's all about the story and storytelling. But truthfully, what I hear constantly is clarity and confidence that I'm the person that sort of gets all their spaghetti sorted out. There's no mistake that I share clarity and confidence and spaghetti, and I don't talk as much about I'm the storyteller for your business, etc., because that comes from these conversations. It comes from people volunteering the information, talking about how they see me and what our results look like to them. That's what I'm always going to ask. If we ever work together, you and I'm going to start with what do your clients say about you, especially your favorite ones. So far, we have talked about not burdening our clients with homework and making sure that we're actually talking to them. The third shift, make it easy. The easier you make it to review, the more reviews you're going to get. It's simple as that. When you take care to remove as much friction as you can from the testimonial process, people are much more likely to follow through and you're going to get better results. After I started doing these interviews, I would take the best parts of what people said and put together a 2 to 3 sentence summary of what their comments authentically were. Then I'd email it to them with a quote that's in their words. I provide links to LinkedIn, to Google. So, really, if someone's interested and wants to support me and share about our work together, it can literally take them 1 minute or less. I have served it up on a silver platter. And I make it so incredibly easy. This approach helps them leave reviews fast, often in just 1 to 2 days. One of my clients, who's a nonprofit consultant, after she got the email from me where I provided this information, she went ahead right away and posted the review and replied back to me. This is so flippin' brilliant. I always think of you and your recommendations to make it easy for people to work with you, and in this case, recommend you. Here's how you could put this into action. After your conversation, pull together the best quotes into a short summary. Send it back to them with the links where they can post it and let them know they can edit anything or share anything they'd like. You're making it easy and giving them complete control. You're honoring the relationship, their time, and celebrating your work together. Now, you may be thinking, this sounds awesome, but like, what the heck do I say in these conversations and how do I ask for them? How do I ask the right questions to get testimonials that actually talk about the work I do or the results I get or the transformation I create? This is exactly what I'm covering in my brand new pop-up workshop, Get Better Testimonials. It's happening this month on Thursday, September 25th from 12 to 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to share my complete testimonial system, the exact questions I ask in the interviews, the email templates I use to set them up, even an AI prompt so you can take the recording and turn it into that great review that's authentic to what people shared. This is not just theory, it's exactly the process that I have used to generate 30 LinkedIn recommendations, close to 30 Facebook reviews, close to 40 Google reviews, testimonials that have directly led to new clients. And I have taught this for years and years to my clients who go from struggling to get social proof to having that steady flow of authentic testimonials. If you've been frustrated by that email approach and you want testimonials that actually convert into paying clients, this workshop is for you. You can sign up at greateststorycreative.com/pop-up. That's greateststorycreative.com/pop-up. You even get access to a 30-day replay. So even if you can't make it live, you're still going to get the complete system, my total testimonial toolkit. For today, let me leave you with 3 shifts that are going to transform how you get testimonials. Shift number 1, don't burden your clients with homework. Stop asking people to write and start inviting them to talk. Many of your clients are much better at sharing their experience by talking to you than crafting that perfect written testimonial. Shift number 2, your most valuable testimonials will come from talking, not by emailing. Position these conversations as customer service, a chance to make sure that your clients got what they needed and to celebrate their progress with them. Last but not least, shift 3. The easier you make it to review, the more you'll get. After the conversation, do the heavy lifting yourself. Pull together their testimonial from what they actually said. Make it simple, fast, and easy for them to share. I just want you to remember that your favorite clients, they just want to help you succeed. So let's just make it incredibly easy for them to support that. Hey, do you like surprises? The credits are about to roll, but just like a Marvel movie, stick around to the end for something I put in just for you. Thanks for listening to the Establish Yourself podcast. I'm Annie Franceschi, and if you're enjoying the show, it would mean so much to me if you follow it, leave a quick rating, or share it with a friend. And for free branding resources and more ways to work together, head to greateststorycreative.com/podcast. Now here it is, your moment of magic. I've been thinking a lot about Jim Henson lately. He was the creator of the Muppets, and the Muppets are celebrating their 70th anniversary this year in 2025. I came across this letter that Jim Henson wrote for his children to be read after he passed away. And I keep thinking about it. I'll link to the rest of it in the show notes, but I'll read just a short part of it, the parts that keep sticking with me. Life is meant to be fun and joyous and fulfilling. May each of yours be that. Please watch out for each other and love and forgive everybody. It's a good life. Enjoy it.